Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we stand in solidarity. Our police department, our Department of Public Works, our law department, to send a strong message that Paterson is not a dumping ground.
That's right.
We launched an operation appropriately entitled Operation Clean Sweep. Our residents deserve clean streets, and this operation aims to achieve that objective. As a matter of fact, we're proud to announce that as a result of this operation, 12 malefactors, scofflaws, have been identified and penalized as a result. We appropriately call those 12 scofflaws the Dirty Dozen. But there are more dirty dozens out there, and the work doesn't stop until we can bring all of them to justice and make a strong statement that Paterson is not a dumping ground. There are fines that are up to they're from $2,500 to $10,000, and our law department, our corporation counsel will elaborate on that a little bit later. But I want to commend the efforts of this multi-pronged operation, especially from the police department and our officer in charge, because I asked him if we could launch an aggressive operation to make sure that we bring these individuals to justice and they feel the pain for what they've done. And so at this time, I want to hear from our officer in charge, Isa Abbassi.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, first I want to thank the mayor for his leadership and acknowledge this multi-agency response to a tremendous community concern. City Law Department, DPW, of course, the men and women of the Paterson Police Department. I think, again and again, I stand before you and I say that Paterson is no longer a city where anything goes. And, the fact that we have people dumping refuse, commercial debris, household garbage on the street corners of Paterson speaks volumes to what people think they could get away with in our city. No more. The Paterson Police Department will aggressively enforce these laws. We will work with our agency partners, and we will confiscate vehicles used dumping commercial refuse on the streets and submit them for forfeiture to our law department when we can. The city of Paterson is a safe city, and the men and women of the Paterson Police Department endeavor to keep it that way. This is a public safety concern. We will address it aggressively, and we expect that this message is heard. If you have garbage to dump, do it legally, do it lawfully, and you won't have a problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer in Chief Abasi, and he's right. Two things we want to provide for residents and merchants alike: a clean and safe city. And we want to deliver on those goals. And here to elaborate a little further on the operation from the Public Works perspective is our General Supervisor, Michael G. Jackson.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's been a long time coming that we had a united front when it comes to things like dumping. It's exciting to see Public Works and the police work together to get this taken care of. We all live here. We all need a quality of life that is worth living here. Garbage can be dumped in the city yard from 8 to 6 p.m. bulk material. If you can bring your garbage to a dead end and dump it, you can come to the city yard. We need to make sure that everybody has this understanding that we don't want our city to be filthy. We take calls day in and day out about where dumpings are happening, and we will be watching all of these areas. I want to thank the public for all their input as well, because there's a lot of people in the public that actually send us information. Please continue to do so. If you see something, say something.
Right.
It's important that we all work together. Thank you.
I want to dovetail on what the General Supervisor Jackson said. This is about a partnership. It's a partnership so we can send our residents and merchants alike that message that we want a cleaner city, and it requires cooperation. Help us help our community. This time, an individual who is also taking a leadership role in this initiative, Operation Clean Sweep, our corporation counsel, Aymen Aboushi.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Police Department, OIC, and the men and women of the Paterson Police Department for stepping up and engaging in a concerted effort to enforce the law and hold these individuals accountable. I want to thank our DPW department, who has a thankless job of day in and day out cleaning the streets and trying to keep up with this illegal activity. I also want to recognize the City Council. We have Councilman Velez here. This operation did not happen overnight. One of the first things that I did when I got here is we enacted an ordinance. We drafted an ordinance, the City Council voted on it, increasing the fines for dumping. It's a minimum fine of $2,500 and a maximum fine of $10,000. Jason from my office, who's standing here to my left, is in charge of prosecuting these matters, and I've given him the mandate that we will not settle these cases, we will not plea bargain them down, we will hold these individuals accountable. And what's disappointing is that when you look at who has been caught, Mayor, dumping in our city, many of them are not from our city. Yeah. We have individuals from Fairlawn. We have individuals from Clifton who have been caught. So hopefully this message is sent loud and clear. No matter where you come from, you will be held accountable. We will catch you. And I want the public to know, Mayor, that your efforts here are not just about this corner, but the City Council has approved anti-dumping cameras to be installed throughout the city in cooperation with DPW and the police department. There will be roving surveillance to catch dumpers. And if you are caught, or when you are caught, we will hold you to account to the fullest extent of the law, including, as the OIC alluded to, possibly taking your car and using it for forfeiture. So with that, thank you, Mayor, again for the opportunity to speak and your leadership on this.
Thank you, Corporation Counsel. We appreciate your leadership and the fact that we are taking a no-nonsense approach when it comes to illegal dumping. And you alluded to the City Council representing the governing body. Here is our councilman from the 5th Ward, Louis A. Velez.
Welcome to the 5th Ward. We are in the 5th Ward.
That's right.
So, as my new district, 510, I'm proud to say that we're not standing by ourselves. We're working together. This dumping situation has been concerned not only for us, the residents that live around this area. Mr. Ernest Rock always bringing to my ears was what we could do, what we cannot do, and to improve the quality of life and making sure that we get it in every aspect. This goes both ways. If you are a commercial owner in this area and we catch you also dumping this corner, this applies to you too as dumping violation. So I will recommend moving forward that this ordinance, based on the request of the community and Mr. Ernest Rucker, that this have more teeth to include 90 days community service to anyone that comes to our city to dump. They could feel the same thing, that what they did wrong, they clean it themselves, and for 90 days they will do it by themselves. To add it to as a community service, mandatory 90 days, and also to, if the law allows it, to suspend their license as any other people get suspended when they commit crime, especially moving violations when they drive. And so it's a tool that we could put there, adding more teeth to it. When the prosecutors take these cases, they know they have more teeth into the ordinance and they could apply strictly into them. Listen, we as a council, I could say I'm the most, and I could say without no remorse, I think I'm the most concerned guy, because I'm all over taking pictures and sending it to DPW, when to pick up this, when to pick up that. And it's sad that we do our part and those individuals are not putting not even a cent on the taxpayer money to correct their fault and their problem. So we are here, we're gonna stand together. We are going to be here standing strong every day, because the same way the mayor wants a clean city, the same way the people behind us want a clean city, you, the resident of Paterson, are demanding, and we are here to obey as you're demanding. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Keeping any community anywhere in this country is a constant battle. And that's why we're united in this fight against illegal dumping. We want everyone who's here, everyone who's watching, to get the word out to whomever's even thinking about breaking the law and disposing their garbage unlawfully, that this is what you're going to have to contend with. A zero tolerance approach to illegal dumping. That you will be penalized for spreading garbage in our neighborhoods. And so I just want to reiterate my gratitude to the Paterson Police Department, the men and women under the leadership of our officer in charge, Isa Abbassi, for carrying out this operation in coordination with the Department of Public Works. The strength given to us as far as the law is concerned in the legal department and the support of our city council. So let me say it once again, loud and clear for everyone to hear, Paterson is not a dumping ground. Thank you.